Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Lisa. Hi, Susan. Carla. Bom dia, minha querida. So, how are you? Can you see me and hear me properly, please? Can I have a thumbs up so that I know everything is working fine? Hi, Stephanie. Oh, thank you. Carla is saying I look beautiful and radiant. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you for the thumbs up. So today, this is a very special new moon for me because this marks the fifth moonversary of the Feminine Path Project. So this whole meditation thing under the moon started 5 years ago under the new moon in the sign of Leo. So happy birthday for us, something like that. So yes, so I'm very, very happy to be here. 5 years have passed. Well, not five on Insight Timer. On Insight Timer is probably three or four, four maybe four, because this started in person, not online. Then it got online, but still, it allowed me to continue the work while we were not able to meet in person. And so, hi, Mira. Oh, so good you are here. Thank you, Carla. Hi, Ilaria. And Carla is asking, today they say it's the time before the time. Yes, it is. Today is the 25th. Yes, 26th of July is the day that there is no time, according to the Maya calendar. So it's like um, finishing or coming to an end of a year. And then 2 days from now, they will start a new one. So yes, tomorrow it's celebrated. The day without time. I don't know how to translate that into English, but from the Portuguese, this is how we say. That is exactly right. So, under this new moon in the sign of Leo, today we will have a tarot session, of course. So, the upcoming cycle can bring, so we can bring some more clarity and insights into the upcoming cycle. And of course, this had the deck that I brought is the very first tarot deck I ever got. The one that also started with me this whole meditation project. Well, not just meditation project, intuitive healing. I think that's more like it. And is this one, the tarot of the old path. We'll be walking today with this, the magic tarot of female energies and wisdom. It's a beautiful deck. Very, I have it with me for over 20 years now. And it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So we will be on the second part of the session, we'll be listening to the wisdom of this deck to see what's coming up for us. Because we have been chatting a little bit about that, right? I'm sorry, it's so windy, everything is like flying around here. I have to be picking up the things. We have been discussing this. This is a transformational year, right? And we have reached the middle point of the year. And this is when we can look back, understand, okay, what is it that was going on? Every challenge, every pain, every hurt, every joy, everything that happened. And now I'm standing in a point where I will be deciding, where do I want to go next? And this is really Leo. Leo knows deep inside its heart that we can be everything that we wish. Everything. As long as that resonates with who we are, we can be everything that we wish. And so this is the point to really decide that. How do I want to express myself from now forward? If Leo had a statement, it would be this one: I express. I would add the word creatively, because Leo is a very creative energy, very creative archetype. It creates things out of nothing sometimes. So I would say that statement of Leo would be, I creatively express myself. I will add this one as well. Creatively, I don't know if creatively is well, if I didn't misspell it, but if I did, please correct me. I creatively express myself. This is the core energy of Leo sign. They create. And also, this my moon is in Leo, so I really connect with this energy, and it's really coming through. Everyone that has their sign, their sun sign in Leo, the moon sign on rising sign in Leo, they will feel this new moon the most. And new moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, new opportunities. So that's why we usually set intentions during a new moon, because it's the start of everything. And we can focus our attention on something new if we want to. So let me just greet everyone that is coming here. Hi, Karen. It's 6:17 a.m. in Annapolis. Thank you for joining. Esther, hello. Hi, Gada. So nice to have you here. Florence, welcome, welcome, welcome all. So if this is your first time here with us, be very welcome. Go and grab 1 cup of water or a cup of tea if you'd like, so you can be sipping throughout the session. We'll be needing it. Sorry, as I said, everything is flying around here. My cards were trying to vanish from my desk. So grab a cup of coffee, not coffee, water or tea. Well, coffee if you'd like, of course, but water or tea are the best things to have nearby you during this session. Okay. So if it's your first time, go ahead, go and grab a cup of water. And then let us know where you are on the planet and what time is it. My name is Alexandra. I am in Sintra, Portugal, and now it's 11:23 a.m. And yes, there's a lot of wind. Florence, you can hear the wind. Yeah. Yeah. There's no way that I can put that sound away, but let the wind come, and well, it clears. The wind clears the air as well. So let's embrace that. Tashana, hi, Grand Rising. Lisa, you are in the Midwest. It's 5:23 a.m. Oh, Florence, I like it, the wind. Yeah, wind is good. But today's like, it's a weird wind because it's hot. It's a hot wind. But still, it's clearing up the air. Stephanie, you are in Mississippi visiting your parents. It's 5:23 as well. Esther, 3:15 a.m. in Southern California. Early there. Very early. So thank you so much for joining. Cara, you said something about something will happen in 2 days. Would you tell us? Cometian. Oh, yes. We were talking about the day. Well, in the Mayan calendar, I think I'm saying it right. Yes, Mayan calendar. The 26th of July, it's like a day that has no time, meaning that it doesn't count towards time. It is the day that they use to make the time right. You know, well, we have every 4 years, we have an extra day, right? So the Mayan did this day as without time, where when people would celebrate the ending of a year and the starting of a new one. So this means that today would be considered the last day of the year. Then tomorrow there is no time, and there is no day, and then the new year will start on the 27th. That's what I was explaining. Okay, and also it is, well, synchronicities. We already know that. Synchronicities. So also, we have reached the middle point of the year. Well, we already passed it a little bit, but we have reached the middle point. July is like the middle of the year, and we are standing at a portal. We can say that we are standing at a portal where we look back and see everything that was challenging for us, everything that was painful, everything that was hurting us, everything that brought us joy. So everything that was happening. And now we are at the point where we can start to see differently in the future if we would like to change our story somehow. And Leo has that power of letting us know, letting us feel that we can be everything, anything that we wish. Okay, as long as that resonates with our hearts, we can change the course of our lives during this time period. And adding that to the Mayan calendar, that's the same thing. Okay, it adds even more power to it, even more intensity to it. So Gara was just saying, is it a lion portal gate? Well, the lion the lion gate opened well a few days ago. I don't cannot precise the time, but it will still be open for a few more days. Well, let me tell you. Let me just make a quick search online so I can tell you the days. Lions Gates 2025. So the days are, yeah. Oh, actually, we are still not there yet. In a few days' time. So it will start on the 28th of July and will go on until the 12th of August, hitting its peak. Wait, no, I lost you. Hitting its peak in 8th of August. Carla, yes, 8th of 8. So Monday, yeah, Monday, the Lions Gates will start to open. And we are actually going through a Mercury retrograde during this period. For me, it means that we are slowing down time for a bit. Everything may feel overwhelmed. Yes, Mercury is retrograde and communications are failing. Everything seems really confused, but it is a time to slow down. And it will actually stop being retrograde on the 12th of August. So, yeah, so I would say this is a time for reflection, a time to really hit the pause button, stay there in the present moment, and decide what to do next. Where do I want to go next in my life path? What do I want to do next? Because we have the ability to rewrite our story every time. Every time. So this time is not really a good time to make long-lasting decisions, but it's a time to slow down and reflect upon that, upon what was and what we want it to be. Okay. Carly is saying, it's been very confused for me, very agitated nights without sleeping well. Carla, yeah. Naturally. A lot of changes coming through, changes. Even if we do not want to change anything in our lives, we are being pushed to do that. We are being, everything in our backgrounds is asking us to change because we no longer fit where we were anymore. Transformational year, remember this. This is a year of closing cycles, of the end of an era somehow, whatever that means for each and every one of us. It can mean job related, relationship related, finance related, health related, whatever it is. We are coming to an end of an era in our lives, and we need to decide what we want to do with our lives next because we no longer fit. It's really tight there. We no longer fit there. And we need to grow. We need to grow out of it. Remember the snake. This is the snake year, the serpent year in Chinese astrology. the serpent year. What do? They change their skin in order to grow because they don't fit in there anymore, right? So they have to release that skin so they can grow. Same thing is being asked of us. We need to let go that tight skin that where we don't fit anymore so we can move forward and grow. Yeah. So let me read here, Ilaria. Tashana says, sounds good. My job is uncertain and I have to do pivot, so I shouldn't make a big decision. No, not right now. Wait until at least the 12th of August. For now, it's just for you to reflect upon that, and then you can make the decision. Okay, doesn't mean that you do not set your intention now, but do not act on it. Wait for a bit. I also purchased the Choose trailer to take my business to a new level. Wonderful. There you go. Growing. Right? Growing. And Carly is saying, yes, a lot of changes, a lot of feelings that I thought they were taken care of, they are coming back. Because we grow in a spiral at all times. Growing is not linear. Okay, that's what we have been told, but growing is not, or evolving is not linear. It's something that it it comes to a level up, yes, but it comes back to the same themes until we can master them. Okay. Like every year we have the seasons. This is a good example. We have the seasons, right? Every year we have the seasons. Despite where we are on the planet, we have seasons throughout the year. And every time it is cyclic, we get back to them. So if you plant a tree, yeah, well, let's go with the tree. If you plant a tree in a certain winter or spring, the next year it will be growing, right? Again, during the winter, the spring, and the summer, it will be growing. And it's cyclic. Then it comes to the winter, it loses its leaves. Everything is stripped naked. So the new blooms can burst, the new sprouts can burst there. And the tree gains again leaves and then the fruits. So every year is the same thing, right? And the tree grows each year. The same thing happens with us. So every learning, every process is a spiral, is cyclic. And we come to the same themes every year, or may not be every year, but from now and then we get back to it, but we have a new perspective on that. That's what allows us to grow. Yeah. Flora says, I feel it. Lots of new things are coming towards me. I embrace this period. Thank you. Tashana, of course. Ilaria, thank you so much, dear, for your donation. It means a lot. Stephanie, visions of my purpose have been so clear the past 2 weeks. Clearer and more vibrant each day. Strong urge yesterday to speak truth in a bigger social platform. I didn't act yet, felt too rushed. Yeah, reflect. That's the impulse of a Leo because we are already in the Leo season. So Leo pushes us to do big things, to go out there, to express ourselves fully and authentically. But yes, it also has, because it is impulsive, yes, it has a way of feeling, we have a way of feeling rushed to do that. So while Mercury is retrograde, we can feel that rush, but okay, step on the brake a little bit there. Okay, step on the brake. Because some things need to mature a little bit before they come out to the world. But yeah, thank you so much, Stephanie, for sharing that. But yeah, that's quite what has been happening collectively. Karen, what if we don't know which way we're going? Well, we need to know, because if we don't know where we are going, We are allowing other people to make that decision for us because we don't know. And not knowing means we are not making a decision for ourselves. We are allowing it's okay. There's nothing wrong. There's no right or wrong any in any period of time. There's no right or wrong, never. But the thing is, you need to decide whether you'd like other people to take decisions for you, or if you'd like to make your own decisions. Until you don't, you will not know where you're going because you are just flowing with life. So this is what is being asked of you. Make a statement for yourself. Decide what is it that you want in your life. Because if you don't decide, other people will do it for you. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but this is what happens. We allow, and then we come to complain. Oh, because this happened and that happened and that happened. Well, make a decision for yourself. Gara, the universe doesn't know what to give us exactly that, Gara. If we don't know, the universe will be, well, how can I prepare this if she or he doesn't know where they want to go? Once you make that decision, the universe will go out of its way to make it happen. Really, literally, literally. But you need to know, you need to decide. And there's no such thing as a, a decision that cannot be changed at any point in your life. That doesn't happen. Okay, nothing is ever set on stone. Of course, there are things that we cannot help having, but we can decide how to react, how to deal with the things that we have in our lives. But the essential point here is to make a decision. Doesn't mean you have to act on that decision right away in a rushed kind of way. No, but you need to know. You really need to know where you're going. So the universe can give you what you need, what you need and what you want, as long as that is resonating with you. Yeah. Amy says the truth hurts sometimes. It does. It does, Amy. It does. But sometimes we need to hear it, even if it hurts. age, that which we allow will continue. Exactly. Karen, that doesn't resonate with me. I'm in a place of peace. I'm retired and take each day with freedom and joy. That's, so that is okay. So do you need to know which way you're going? Maybe not. If you are in a place of peace, maybe you do not need this time. Lisa, how exactly does manifestation work? We are all figuring it out. But it starts with a decision. That I can assure you, it starts with a decision. And then not only the decision, but you have to do something about that. Okay, you need to act about that. Because literally the universe will go out of its way to make it happen, to create the conditions to make it happen for you. You may not see it, but it's there. But you need to decide. Until you don't, it doesn't happen anything. Frankie's saying, I think gratitude for what is happening towards what he wants. Gratitude helps because gratitude is an emotion that brings our frequency up. And when we have our frequency more elevated, we are speaking the language of the universe. We are speaking in the same frequency of the universe. So it's easy for the universe or the cosmos or whatever you'd like to call it to hear it and to attend to your desires. Yes, gratitude, compassion, love. Yeah. Those are feelings that really help us to elevate. And Leo has all of them. all of them. It's a very generous sign. So this is the moment to make things happen. Really, what is it that your inner child is longing for? Leo is really connected with children and especially with our inner child. So, what is it that your inner child wants? Leo can help you make it happen because it is a creative sign, a generous sign, shares what he or she creates, is very expansive, brings a lot of joy. It's like the sun. It brings life, not just the spark, but the whole life itself. And so that's why this is one of the best seasons to make our dreams happen because of that, because we are in tune, because we are during the Leo season, we are already in tune with that essence of ours, even if we do not realize it, but we are in tune with it. It's more enhanced. And so if you bring that to your consciousness, that makes everything more easy. Frankie says, I find more and more happens towards what I want when I acknowledge the angels of universe, especially when I acknowledge out loud, because you are connecting with those energies, right? Um, Dion is saying, I kept moving the deadline on a project and I'm thinking of letting it go because I don't want to move that was meant to come after it again. Don't know what to do. Sorry, I think I didn't understand what you were saying. And now I'm thinking of letting it go because I don't want to move what was meant to come after it again. Oh, you mean the consequences of your project? What it is leading to? You don't know what to do. Well, make a decision after the 12th of August. For now, reflect on what is happening, on what you are feeling towards that project. Why don't you want to finish it? Because it will lead you somewhere you don't want to? Can't you change directions? Like finishing the project and it leads to another thing? Maybe, I don't know, change the perspective on that project. Look at it through a different lens. Letting it go completely because every time I move it, I have to move the deadline of the next project. So you're feeling it's blocking your next project somehow. Well, try to understand if that is actually a blockage or it's a sabotage. Because procrastination sometimes comes from not being perfect. Something is not perfect. And because it's not perfect, we keep on moving it. And so we procrastinate. But guess what? Nothing will ever be perfect. There is no such thing as perfection, as we ideally think of it. Because everything in the universe is perfect. It is perfectly aligned with everything. We just need to look at nature, how it evolves, right? But if you are waiting for something to be perfect, exactly the way that you want, yeah, you will procrastinate every time. Okay. So just reflect upon that. Dion says, I agree. Yeah. Gara, what is behind this if you finish the project? That's a very good question. Dion, what Gara is asking you is a very good question. Michelle is saying, confused feelings for my ex who wants to maintain friendship. There's nothing wrong with being friends with your ex. nothing wrong. But how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? It's not about your ex, it's about you. How do you feel about that? Are you ready to just be friends? Because if you're not, that will not be a very good relationship. Probably because you will be hoping for something else. Michelle. Uh, it has to do with your own feelings. No one else can tell you about them, just you. You are the one feeling them. So you have to decide whether you want this or not. If you are still in love with him, I don't know if it's him. If you are still in love with this person, maybe a friendship will not be a very healthy situation for you. But if you no longer have this feeling, why not be friends? Okay. It's only you can decide that. Yes, I worry about hope, but small community. So we'll see a lot. You don't have to, if it is a small community and if you are seeing a lot of each other, you don't have to be, I don't know, turn your back. You don't have to do that. You can say, you can be cordial, you can be gentle, but that's it. But that's it. No strings attached. Otherwise, you will feel hurt because you will be hoping and then nothing happens. Yeah. But it's about your feelings towards this person. You have to decide what you want for yourself. So let me see. Shana, hi Shana. Not all projects have to be completed. Sometimes it's smart to let things go, which is hard to do. Yeah, sometimes it is. It is better to let things go. If they are not working, if they are standing in the middle of your path, just let them go. Just let them go. Florence, do every sign feel the new moon? I mean, I am Taurus. Yes, well, every sign, every people feels the new moon and the full moon and the first quarter and the last quarter and all the phases in between, because the moon is connected to our emotions. So yes, we do feel the shifts of the moon, whether we are Taurus or Leo or Pisces or Capricorn or Virgo, whatever it is the sign. We all feel the shifts of the moon in different ways. We have the whole zodiac inside ourselves. When we look at a birth chart, oh, for the newcomers, I am not an astrologer. Okay, I am not an astrologer. I just happen to love astrology, especially the archetypes. So I don't know a lot about this. I know a lot about the meanings, not the placements. But we all have the whole zodiac somewhere in our birth chart. For instance, my example, my moon is in Leo, so the Leo is activating the way that I feel, the way that I react to the world during this period. Okay. If my moon was in Cancer, well, during a new moon or a full moon in Cancer, I would feel it the most. But somehow I may have Leo in any other places of my chart. So Leo will activate the place in your chart where you are, where it is. Okay. And so this is a very complex. I'm just briefing how it works. So whenever the moon is in a certain sign, it will activate that sign in our birth chart, whatever that means to each and every one of us. Okay. And whenever it is, we now have a new moon in Leo. So everyone that has Leo in a personal placement in the birth chart, meaning a sun sign is people that are born during the Leo season. So it means late July until middle August. Okay, people that are born during this period will have their sun in the sign of Leo. So sun in Leo, moon in Leo, rising sign in Leo. These are the ones that are called personal aspects. There are a few more, but these ones are the three most go-to the meanings of the birth chart. And so these three people will feel it the most. Sun in Leo, moon in Leo, or rising sign in Leo. So you will feel more active, you will feel more creative, you will feel more like you want to bring the sun inside your life right now to illuminate what you have been not dealing with. That's the other point of this sign. You will want to express yourself. You want to be authentic. You want to be free. You want to get in touch with your wild self. Okay. This is what the Leo moon brings, these kind of feelings. Like everything that I have been hiding or silencing or not speaking, it will come out during this time. Or at least there will be an urge for it to come out. Okay. So let me see what you were saying here, Michelle. God is saying friendship with boundaries. Got a beautiful, exactly that. AH, I do hear the beautiful sound of a light wind. It's blowing the cobwebs out of my mind. Cobwebs out of my mind. Perfect. It's cleaning. The air is purifying everything here. So let me see your comments. Lawrence, thank you for answer, of course. Tashana, I'm a Cancer. There you go. So this moon is more about Leo. So if you find out where your Leo is, and you can go online and just ask for it, where your Leo is, you will understand which aspect of your life this moon is activating. Okay. Stephanie, I'm a Leo, so I feel it more. Yes, Stephanie. Exactly that. Monica, hi, Monica. Good morning. Okay. So now that we have chat a lot about this Leo energy and this new moon, I don't know if you have any questions, go ahead and write them on the comments. I will answer. But now I will invite you to do a grounding meditation for us to step into the tarot reading for the collective to see what this upcoming lunar cycle has to tell us. Okay? Has to, well, not to tell us, but which insights are coming, what we need to know right now regarding the way that we express, regarding our inner child, regarding our creativity, what we need to know right now. Okay? So if you just arrived, go and grab a cup of water. You will need it to drink after the meditation. Water or tea, herbal infusion, whatever it is for you, go ahead. Karen is saying, is a new moon always a time of reflection? Actually, a new moon is more of intending after a period of reflection. Reflection comes like the previous day before, the previous day, the previous 2 days before the new moon. Those are more likely to be times of reflection. New moon is always about deciding what we want, intending, focusing our mind in what is it that we want from now on. I said we are going through a time of reflection because Mercury is retrograde. And whenever that happens, everything is like overwhelmed. Everything is scattered all over the place. Accidents happen. Beware of the traffic. Beware of electronics. Beware of how you communicate. Because you want to say, imagine, you want to say, oh, this is blue. And the word that comes out is, this is green. And then you go, but why am I saying green if I wanted to say blue? This happens a lot during Mercury retrograde, okay? But the way that I see it, if this happens, everything gets messy. Okay, so it's time to slow down, to sit back, to reflect on whatever it is that we need to reflect upon so we can decide better afterwards, okay? So because this new moon is during this period of Mercury retrograde, that's why I was telling you that this is a time for reflection, not acting. Okay, Karen? No, I see. It's the Mercury. Yes. Mercury RX, exactly. I actually like Mercury going retrograde because it does help me to relax amidst the chaos. Once we tune in with, because it seems like why is it retrograde? It's not really going backwards. Literally, if we look at astronomy, it's not really going backwards. It's about the pace of planet Earth and Mercury. The pace is like, it seems like because Mercury is a little bit, it moves slower than the Earth. Slower? I think it is. I think I'm not saying something that is not correct, but it's about the pace. And it seems like it appears to be moving backwards, but it's not. It's actually not. So Karen says it's time to take a breath. Yes, it just appears that way. Exactly that, Karen. It appears. It appears that it's not actual. It's just an illusion. And because it is an illusion and it's hard for us to distinguish, it's better to take a break or to take a breath and just reflect. Do nothing. Okay? Do nothing. Gotta. Oh, summertime looks beautiful on you. Oh, gotta. So cute. Your words are always so sweet. Thank you. AH says the pace has been soul crushing for me. I have been such overwhelm. Yes, not just you. You are not alone. Not alone. We all have been feeling it somehow. Okay, because of that pulsating need for change that it's on our background, and we can do nothing about that. We can do nothing. And the more we resist the change, the more we feel overwhelmed. So, yeah, there are some things that we need to let go. Projects, relationships, like the friendship, okay, the friendship with boundaries, maybe we need that go. Whatever it is for each and every one of us, okay? That change in our background is becoming really loud. And until we do not hear it or accept it or embrace it, it will feel very overwhelmed. This is about listening truly to ourselves. Truly. If we keep on resisting, on listening to what is it that we really want, that we really desire, if there were no influences, if there were no other people involved, what is it that I really want? So until we do not listen, everything is overwhelming. Because our soul is asking for that change. It's really asking. So this is a good time, as I was saying, the good time to just reflect while Mercury is retrograde, right? Do not act, just reflect. Allow yourself to listen using Leo's energy. Allow yourself to listen to your inner child. Inner child is about our essence, who we are in our essence, at our essence. So remove the influences, remove everything that is preventing you from listening, and really listen with presence. And then you can act, and then you can decide, and then you can understand what is it that you really want. Okay. Yeah. Cara says, I let go lately, something I have been holding it since October 2023. And since then I feel lighter, happier, like I find myself after getting lost. Beautiful, Cara. Beautiful. Exactly that. That is what happens. Sometimes when we are holding on too much, we are resisting, right? We are holding on too much. So we do this. When we are holding, we do this. And this creates blockages in our energy and sometimes in our heart as well. Okay, it creates walls and prevents us from getting in touch with who we are. And so once we decide is the word. Once we decide to let go of what is not serving us, everything changes. Everything changes. That's why you feel lighter and happier. And you found yourself because you broke all those walls around your heart. You let those walls melt because you let go. Thank you so much, Kara, for sharing your experience. Oh, okay. So go ahead and keep on writing your comments or your questions if you have. We will go into meditation right now. Okay, grounding meditation, because there is no such thing as practicing spirituality without grounding. That's the whole point. Okay. Let it go. From Elsa Frozen, beautiful age, beautiful. Let it go. Exactly. Yeah, she's right. She's right. So yeah, let it go. Let it all melt away. All the things that you have been freezing in your uh, energy field, let them melt. Let it go, like Elsa would sing. Okay, so I invite you either to sit or to lay down comfortably. You can be sitting on a chair, can be sitting directly on the floor, as you wish. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Okay. The only thing that is needed is that your back is straight, your spine is aligned. So you can help with that by rolling your shoulders back, even if the shoulders crack. Okay, that's a good sign, them cracking. So roll your shoulders back and imagine you have a string pulling you up from the top of your head, like directly from the ceiling, pulling you up. This helps your spine to be aligned, your vertebrae to be on top of each other. This helps the energy to come up and down freely. Okay. If you are laying, you can place your feet parallel to the floor. That means that your knees will be up and supporting each other, and that way your spine will be automatically aligned on the surface you are laying on. If you are sitting on a chair, also place your feet parallel to the floor. Okay, really touching the floor. If you cannot reach the floor with the soles of your feet, you can put a pillow underneath them, and that way you will be automatically connecting with the ground. If you are already sitting on the ground, you can just crisscross your legs. Hands facing down, as we will be grounding. This gesture helps us to direct our energy towards Mother Earth. Okay, so palms facing down. If you are sitting, you can place them on your lap, on your legs, on your knees, directly on the floor if you are sitting on the floor. If you are laying, either place your hands alongside your body or somewhere on your body, like your heart, your stomach, your belly. Usually these are the places where we feel more comfortable in doing so. Okay, as long as the palms are facing the ground. Okay. So I will now invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath all the way to your belly. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling as deeply as you can. Exhaling as slowly as you can. Let's do that one more time. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. And one more time. Inhale all the way to your belly and exhale. And keep breathing at your own rhythm. As slowly as you can, as deeply as you can. And imagine you have a golden cord attached to your root chakra on the base of your spine. And that cord goes down deep into the center of the planet, gently crossing every layer on the planet until it connects with the core. Take a deep breath here and out. You can either plug the cord into the core or wrap it around it, whichever image resonates with you better. Take a deep breath and out. This cord will now function as a drain to whatever it is not serving you right now, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Take one more deep breath and out. Take your attention now to your physical body and notice where in your body you are holding tensions. Maybe on your neck, shoulders, stomach, around your hips, wherever they are. Using your breath, when exhaling, you will push all those tensions down the golden cord and into Mother Earth so they can be transmuted. Take a deep breath and out. Push all those tensions down that golden cord. Mother Earth will take care of them now. Take one more deep breath and out. One more deep breath. And out. Take your attention now to your emotions, your emotional body, and notice if there are any emotions lingering around, any anger, shame, guilt, sadness, frustration, whatever they are. Using your breath, you will also push them down the golden cord and into Mother Earth so they can be transmuted. Take a deep breath and out. Take one more deep breath and out. Let all those emotions go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. They are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath and out. Take your attention now to your mental body. And notice if you have any thoughts coming to you, any worries, any anxieties, any to-do lists. Let them come, but put them inside bubbles. So when using your breath, they can easily go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth to be transmuted. Take a deep breath and out. Take one more deep breath and out. Let all those bubbles of thoughts go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. They are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath and out. Keep breathing at your own rhythm. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling as deeply as you can, exhaling as slowly as you can. And take your attention to your aura around you. This is an egg-shaped shelter for your physical and energetic bodies that surrounds and protects your vital space, where nothing nor anyone is allowed to be except yourself. Take a deep breath here and out. One more deep breath and out. Imagine your aura to be golden and observe its limits. Notice if you have any holes or any tears, any cords coming in, muddy or foggy areas, energetic debris. If you find a hole, fill it with golden light. If you find a tear, mend it using a golden string. Mud or fog, you can clean them using a golden cloth. Cords coming in, you can cut them using golden scissors or a golden sword. Take a deep breath here and out. Energetic debris, you can sweep it using a golden broom. Any object or tool you may have used to take care of the limits of your aura, you can now let them go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth so they can be transmuted. Remember that this is your vital space. Nothing nor anyone is allowed to be there except yourself, not even the objects or tools you may have created. So let them go. Take a deep breath and out. And now inside your aura, on the top of your head, visualize a golden rosebud that rotates and has sticky petals that grab anything at their passage. This rosebud will help you to clean the space between your physical skin and the limits of your aura. So let it rotate all around you, from the top to the bottom, cleaning thoroughly every inch, every centimeter of your vital space. Take a deep breath and out. Take one more deep breath and out. And once the rosebud has reached the bottom of your aura, you can let it go down the golden cords and into Mother Earth, so it can be transmuted. Remember that this is your vital space. Nothing nor anyone is allowed to be there except yourself. And now, using your hand, your physical hand or your hand of light, cut the golden cord you have attached to your root chakra, let it fall down to the ground so it can be transmuted, and put on a new golden cord coming out of your root chakra and going all the way down to the center of the earth as we did before, going through all the layers of the planet until it connects with the core. And you can either plug it in or wrap it around it, whichever image resonates with you better. Take a deep breath and out. Outside your aura, imagine 4 rooted roses around you. One rose in front of you, one on the left, one behind you, and one on the right. These are your guardian roses. So let them come in any color that they wish. Just make sure they are well rooted, that they are healthy, and that they are roses and not any other plant or flower. They are here to protect you, to help you with visualization and with separation, separating your energy from everybody else's, so we can all learn to respect each other's vital spaces. Take a deep breath and out. One more deep breath and out. If one or more of these roses does not look well, is dried out or fading away, please blow up all the roses around you. Let their ashes come down to the ground to be transmuted, and put on a new set of 4 rooted roses protecting you. You may have to do this several times, and it's okay. Do it as many times as you need to ensure you have healthy roses surrounding you. Take a deep breath. And out. And now on the top of your head, imagine a golden sun. This sun represents the highest creative and healing energy of the present moment. Feel its warmth. Feel its rays touching your skin. And then let the sun come inside your body through the crown of your head, gently moving down and filling you up with its golden light. The sun comes from your head to your throat and then to your chest, touching every cell in your body, every tissue and every organ, making you shine from the inside out. Take a deep breath and out. The sun continues to go down to your stomach, then to your belly, to your genitals, down your thighs, your knees, and exits your body through your feet and back to Mother Earth. Take a deep breath here and out. And I now invite you to place the palms of your hands directly on the floor so that you can dump the excess amount of this energy and you can have just enough, not more and not less than what you need right now. If you do not release the excess amount of this energy, you may be feeling very tired and dizzy afterwards. So if that is to happen, please keep placing the palms of your hands directly on the floor and drink lots of water. If you cannot reach the floor with the palms of your hands, you can just shake your hands alongside your body, fingers pointing to the ground so the energy has somewhere to go to. Shake them, and the energy will flow out of your body through your fingers and back to Mother Earth, where it belongs. Take a deep breath and let it all out. And once you feel ready, you can gently come back to the room Wiggle your fingers, your toes, open your eyes, stretch if you feel like it, like you were waking up from a nap, and drink some of that water. Okay, you were releasing a lot during this meditation, and water is the best thing to refill those spots that we were releasing. Okay, so go ahead, drink your water, drink your tea. So you can replace everything and be back in your body. So, how was it? I felt the need to be breathing all the time. All the time. I was feeling the tightness, that tightness we were discussing earlier. I was feeling it. That's why we were breathing that much. Because there was a need to breathe. Was it just me? Or did you felt it? I usually feel you, the collective here. I usually feel you. So yeah, we were needing a lot of air inside to clean. Hi, Peter. I just saw you were coming in. Hi, Adorn. Good morning, dear. Shana, you're most welcome. You know, my my friends call me Shana, but with an X. Call me Shana. Lisa, most welcome. And Lisa, the beautiful rose meditation. Yeah, powerful, right? AH, 100%. Lisa and Lisa, wonderful as usual. Shannon, yes, felt a lot of breathing. Yeah. Florence, I felt at peace. And yes, I needed to breathe a lot. Exactly. Miladia, always so beautiful. Thank you so much. The same for me about the breathing. There you go. There you go. Because I was feeling, let me tell you, I was feeling the tightness and I was feeling a very tight chest. Okay. That's why I needed to expand all the time. And whenever we breathe, we bring air. And air means life. So if we replace the word air for the word life, we were bringing life into our body all this time. We were needing that life to sparkle again. Remember, Leo energy is about that life, bringing all the life in. Shana, yeah. Karen, that's one of my favorite meditations. Thank you. Hi, Ryan. Hello again. Needed this. AH, yes. Z, hi, Z. Hello, I was feeling that too. Need for space. Need for space. Need to expand. You know, even our energetic field was feeling like tight, and we need to expand it. Have that breathing space, Z, exactly, expansion and breathing space. Yay. Got amazing, Shani Alexandra. Shannon, do you record these sessions? I missed the beginning. Yes, Shannon, I record these sessions. They are always available for replay. More on that at the end of the session because I have some more information, some more things I would like you to know. Okay, because if you were not here from the beginning, let me tell you again that today is the moonversary of this project, of the Feminine Path Project. Okay, a project that is not only for the women, it's also for the men. It's about our feminine soul, okay, that needs to come out and express itself or herself. And we all have the feminine and the masculine. And so, under 5 years ago, under a new moon in Leo, we had the first ever session of the Creative Moons, which is this, which is this that we do every month here, every new moon, every full moon. Okay, so because of the moonversary, I have some perks for you, but I will let you know at the end. Okay. Um, the breathing space and expansion. Yes. See, I felt my aura was filled with too much outside pollution. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I had to push it all out. Feel much better now. Wonderful. Ilaria. Z, thank you so much, dear, for your donation. It means so much whenever you donate. It helped me to keep alive these lives. I had been feeling like I was too tired to treat water anymore. I hope I breathed life in. I hope so as well. You will feel this meditation has its effects over time as well. Okay. Edwin, congrats. Thank you. Z, thank you once again. Love this grounding meditation. Karen, what is the name of this project? Well, the project itself, which these sessions are a part of it, it is called the Feminine Path Project. Okay. Then under this umbrella, we have these lives. These lives are called the creative moons. Creative because it was a new moon in Leo, which is the creator, right? And moon because it is the moon. So, and we also have a group here on Insight Timer that is actually called Creative Moons. So feel free to join if you want to. It has been on pause for some time now. I have had no much time to write there, but it's still alive, and I read every message that comes in. Okay. Stephanie, I've been flexing my feminine energy the past few months. Very much called to it, and what a beautiful and powerful journey so far. Wonderful. The feminine wisdom has a way of its own, and it's so much needed. It is. We do need to get in touch with it because we have been in a masculine world for too long, and both energies are needed. One is not better than the other. Both of them are needed. The masculine to act, the feminine to receive and take care. We need them. All of us, we need them both. Okay, and the feminine has been suppressed for too many time, for too long. And now, yeah, everyone is feeling it. Everyone is feeling drawn to work with it, especially since 2017. It has been sparkling. Well, it started way before, but 2017, there was a shift. Our mindset came to a shift, came to understanding that we need to connect with Mother Earth, which is the one that sustains us, right? It's the feminine wisdom, the divine feminine wisdom per se, the most stronger, the most intense. And we are here stepping on her in a good way. So we need to connect, we need to ground, we need to bring ourselves back to it, to nature and to our nature. Okay. Thank you so much, dear. Stephanie, thank you so much. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. You're most generous. Thank you, thank you. Gotta would repeat what every energy is. Masculine is about taking action. It's about focusing. It's about moving forward. But to move forward, we need to nurture that energy. So the feminine comes in. The feminine is about receiving, is about nurturing, is about caring, is about everything that lays there on the unconscious. Okay, the masculine is about consciousness all the time, everything that is here, everything that we are aware of. But what we are aware of comes from another place that it's quite invisible. And the feminine is that. The feminine holds everything together. It's like a glue that holds everything together. It is said that behind every great man, there's a great woman. Because of that, because both energies are needed for us to move forward, to be living here, to be here grounded, step by step, doing going through our experiences. We need both. Everyone needs both. Of course, women embody the feminine energy, even if they do not relate with because this has nothing to do with genders. Okay, it has nothing to do. But women, of course, embody it the most, even if they do not relate with the gender of the feminine. Okay, but they do embody it. We have the womb, and the womb is the center of creation. Okay, it's the center where everything is created, either a baby or a project. It's where life is created, and men are here to plant the seed, right? Even if they do not relate with the gender. Okay, but we all need both to integrate and to have our own life going on. Okay, thank you so much, Susan, as well. Age April 1, 2017 for me. There you go. Yeah, 2017 was it started like being more, it came more into our consciousness, the need for reconnecting with the feminine. And the Feminine Path Project, it was meant for that. It came through for that. Uh, so yeah, I hope you enjoy this little part of this project, which are the lives. There's a lot more to it, but these lives, well, I always feel so happy and so honored to hold this space for everyone here, for this community. And that's why I decided to record the sessions because, well, I know sometimes people cannot be live, and there are messages that they need to hear. Okay, so thank you, everyone, for being here with me today, and along the path, along these years on Insight Timer, uh, which are now almost 4 years. The project has 5 years because it started in person, as an in-person project, as a women's circle in Mozambique. And now, afterwards, the way that I found to continue it was to be here on Insight Timer. And I'm so honored to be able to do this and to be a teacher here on this amazing platform. Did you know that it was, again, considered the number one meditation app in the world? Yeah, number one meditation app. Wonderful work, wonderful work. AH is the Feminine Path Project on your page. Well, it's not explicit on my page, on my site. It's not explicit there, but everything that I do is infused with the Feminine Path Project. That is the name of my Instagram account. So you can find me there like that. Okay. Lisa says, thank you, Alexandra, for taking the time to share your wisdom with all of us. Of course, of course. Well, thank you for trusting me on this. I could never do this alone. Never, ever. Okay, so let's move on. Oh my God, we have been here for 1 hour and a half. Let's move on to our tarot reading for the collective. So if this is your first time here with us, let me just briefly explain how this tarot reading works. I will draw 5 cards and I will explain the meaning. Well, I will change cameras so you can see the cards. And I will explain the meaning of them all. We have an intention or a question to the tarot. If you do not relate with the question that I will be doing, you can have your own question. Okay, there's no right or wrong again. No right or wrong. Just go with what feels right, okay, for you. And so this is not a one-on-one reading. So I'll be reading for everyone that is connected here, either here live or on the replay. It will have the same effect. And I will read the cards one by one. And 1 out of 3 things can happen every time you hear what I'm saying or the insights that are coming through. One is that it totally resonates with you and your life and with your situation. So these messages come as a validation for what you already have been feeling and experiencing. And you go like, so it's not just me. It's like a relief. It's a validation that helps you to relieve something, okay, that has been being a burden or something like that. Another thing that can happen is that you do not relate at all, but you have a reaction to it. You think, no, this has nothing to do with me. This is not me, not my situation. This is totally wrong. This is not accurate at all. So you have this reaction. If you do have this reaction, pay close attention because that is your shadow part wanting you to acknowledge something. Shadow part means a part of ourselves that we have been hiding, that we have been denying, that we have been avoiding, that we have been not wanting to tell the truth to ourselves. Okay, that is your shadow part. So if you feel at some point that you are totally denying what you are hearing, pay close attention. I know this is easier easier said than done. I know, but pay close attention. Even if it's after the reading, okay, write it down if you need to, so you can come back to it later. And the third thing that can happen is that it doesn't ring any bells whatsoever. Not in a positive way, not in a negative way. It doesn't ring any bells. It's totally indifferent. What may happen is that you will not even listen to it. You will not hear it because our brain has a way of selecting the information. And the only information that comes to us is the one that resonates either in a positive way, either in a negative way. Okay. And so, but still, if it doesn't resonate, but it reminds you of someone, that's because that message is for that someone that comes to your mind during that time, during that insight. Okay. Okay. So let me just read. AH, you're such a gift. Oh, I needed this so badly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So nice. So nice. Gara says, indeed, Lisa. Thank you, Gara. Karen, how do we join the Feminine Path Project group after the reading, please? Oh, the Feminine, the group here is called Creative Moons. You can just go to my profile on Insight Timer and I think somewhere it says groups. I think there are two groups. One that I did a 21 days meditation thing from Deepak Chopra some time ago. There's that group, and then there's another one that says Creative Moons, and you can just join. Just that. Jamie, or Jaime, thank you for your light in our beautiful world. I'm Jaime from Nova Scotia, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. So let me just move some things around so you can really see. I have to take my bottle so you can see the cards. Let me change the cameras here. Let me see. Oh, okay. One is done. The other one. Okay. So you can see the cards. So I had to place, remember, I was telling you it was so much wind. My cards were flying away. So I had to instinctively, now I'm realizing that I put rose quartz on the top of the cards. Rose quartz is connected to the heart chakra. And heart, well, Leo governs the heart. There you go. And now I realize it was a rose quartz. So infusing its light over here on the cards. So I will remove it. Now that it's infused, I will remove it, put this here. And I will shuffle the cards. And the question that we have for the tarot is, what should I be focusing on in order to express myself fully? Okay, let me just write it here. Express myself fully. Z, I'm wearing rose quartz. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so let's see. So I was saying I will draw 5 cards. And, oh, I have a card. Wait, from last time. It was reversed. Well, not reversed, but maybe I will find some more. Okay. I will explain the meanings of the positions of the cards And then I will turn the cards one by one. Hmm. So, 5 cards. First card is about our present situation. Okay, what is happening right now in my life? Second card is about what is challenging the present situation. What challenges are we facing that are preventing us from, well, leaving this place, whatever that is? Third card is about recent past. What happened here that is still influencing, although it has passed already, but it's still influencing the present situation. Fourth card is about the near future. What is the tendency of all this? If I resolve this here without going any deeper, what is the tendency? What is happening over here? Okay, near future. And here, this is called the result card. The result card is the one that will answer our question. The question of what should I be focusing on in order to express myself fully or fully express myself. Okay, so let's see. Let me just put the rose quartz here again so the cards don't fly. And let's turn one by one. Just need some space, some breathing space here between the cards so you can see them. Okay, present situation. Here we go. Oh, look at that. 7 of Cauldrons. So, this card is always about choices, too many choices, and we don't know where to start. And because it's a cauldron suit, cauldrons are cups in a traditional deck. Cauldrons are about emotions. Water here is about emotions. And here we can see like a young man trying to figure it out which of these 3 beautiful ladies he should choose, right? Um, and they are all drinking from the same source. Well, 3 ladies, but there are more here. There's a hand here, there's a hand there. So there are more here, more than what meets the eye. So there's even more choices to choose from than what is already in front of us. That's why we are feeling overwhelmed. That's why, because we don't know where to turn ourselves to. Okay, so a lot going on. Hence the paralyzation. Look, he's not even touching the water, not touching his own feelings. So the question is, how can he decide if he's not in touch with his own feelings? Question to think about. So present situation, too many choices, and somehow there's a disconnection between us and our feelings, because we can only make a decision if we are in tune with what we feel. There's no such thing as making a decision just out of our mind. No, we need to be in tune with what we feel. Otherwise, the universe will not understand what we want, even if we decide only with our mind. So we need to decide with our whole body, not just our mind. But we have been taught in being logic, right? But yes, logic is needed, but emotions are also needed in the process of making a decision. Stephanie says so relevant. Yeah. So let's see what's the challenges. What's the challenge here? Okay, what is challenging the situation that somehow is preventing us from tuning in with our feelings and our emotions? Oh, the King of Swords, the logic. I was just talking about the logic. Look at this. The logic is stronger than what we feel. So we are giving too much power to our rationality rather than just breathing slowly and getting in touch with what we feel. So too much power is given to our mind. This can be, well, the King of Swords. Let me briefly explain. So swords is the suit of the mind, is the suit of air, is the suit of the thoughts. Shannon, you can't make this stuff up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So being a king means he masters the thoughts. So this is like the embodiment of the masculine energy without the feminine in it. We were just discussing that, right? So we are giving too much weight, too much importance to the consciousness of the mind and not minding what is it that our heart is telling us, our soul is telling us. Florence, so we should think less but feel more. Yes, there's a need for balance at all times. We cannot just turn this off. We cannot do that. We have our consciousness, right? And we are rational beings. So we cannot turn this off, but we can find a balance between the two. But until we do not tune in or connect with our own feelings, we do not have all the informations we need to consciously decide on what is better for us. Okay? Because if we only use the mind, how can we know everything's fine? How can we know what is it that we need for ourselves? What is it that our soul needs, our inner child needs, our essence needs, our inner light needs, our truth needs? Because the truth, our inner truth, comes from the emotions, not from the mind. It's something that we are, not something that we think. Gara, it means that we have three choices. Since there is three women, actually not. This is the seven. Seven. So probably, well, it means there are lots, but probably seven, if we can be literal. Okay? Because as I was saying, there are three ladies here, plus one man, plus two people here. Okay? But some of them are holding two cups. This one is holding two cups. This one is holding two cups as well. I don't know if this one is the same person. I don't think so because the hands are facing, they are not like this. There's another hand with the exact same position. Sorry. So yeah, for sure, a lot of options for sure. How many? Well, that's really personal. That's really personal. So if you feel like for your situation there are three choices, yeah, probably that is correct. But don't forget that we are not seeing these ones. So there are some choices that you are not seeing. They are not visible. So maybe there are more than three. Okay? Three that you know, and maybe some more that you don't know, or at least you cannot acknowledge easily. Florence is asking, we need to connect with our intuition for sure. For sure. And we can only connect to our intuition if we use our emotions. There's no way of doing that just through our mind. It doesn't have the structure to tap into intuition, the mind. The mind has the structure to tap into creative thinking, into ideas, into concepts, but per se, it cannot, all alone, it cannot connect with intuition because intuition needs our emotions. Emotions fuel our intuition. Okay, Florence. Okay, so this is what's happening. We are uh, relying too much on the logic side and not looking at the invisible parts of our life. Okay. Logic does not believe the invisible. Remember this. And intuition and emotions, they are invisible. They are only felt. That's why the mind cannot tap into intuition, and it's not a good counselor for decisions by itself. Okay. Okay, so let's see, where do we come from? Where do we come from? What happened here that is still influencing the way that we are experiencing the present situation? AH says, live by faith, not by sight. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, page of rods. So interesting. This page is usually related to an immature part of ourselves or an immature person. Okay, immature not because it wants to be immature, but because it didn't grow yet. It didn't grow. Yeah, it didn't grow yet. And here that rods is the same as wands. Wands are the symbol for fire or are associated with the element of fire and are a symbol for action. So this is the page of rods symbolizes that there's a theory. Look, he has a scroll here. So it's almost like this person just finished, just graduated from something. And it has already a rod here that helps to move on, that helps to act, but it's still very unsure on how to do it. Hence the scroll here. It's almost, this is the theory and this is the practice. So it's still very unsure. It only had a few steps into the real world, so to say. And so it's like if we are coming from a place of learning, we are still relying too much on the logic, on what we were told, on what we learned, right? On the theory, on the ideas, on the concepts. But this has some potential to grow. So if it's here, it has potential to grow, but it brought us here. We are relying too much on what we were told and not acting because we are unsure of what that means for us. Why are we unsure? Because we are not tapping in to our emotions, okay? We were taught to rely our actions into what we were told or into what someone taught us. And we're still learning how to do that for ourselves. That's why it is an immature figure, because it's still waiting for life to happen according to the information it has received. The maturity happens when we no longer need to rely on the logic parts. We just act. Age is saying, I finished credentialing yesterday, and I'm onboarding for my fieldwork internship. There you go. So you just finished something there. And yes, waiting, of course. Stephanie, page of wands. Yes, this is the page of wands. It's the same as the page of wands. Okay. And so there's an initiation here, stepping into the world, relying, of course, in logic, because we don't have the practice yet. So how can we not rely on logic? Okay. Because again, there's no right or wrong here every time. No right or wrong. Okay, and I didn't say, but this King of Swords can also mean someone in your life that has these characteristics, okay, that is influencing you. which is, well, it's not hard for someone like that in our lives. Okay, it's not hard for us to have someone like that. So it can impersonate either a part of you or a certain someone with this kind of energy, if that relates. So I felt called to say that. But still, he's being supported by nature. Look at nature there. Okay, so let's see what is happening next. On the near future. Okay, what's the tendency of this? Ooh, so the page of rods becomes the knight of rods. How great is this? Look at this. The maturity process becomes someone that needs to be protective all the time. Look at the helmet. This one doesn't have a helmet. And this one has a very, look at the difference here. This thin rod and this rod here. This is like the normal tendency. This one will become this one, but look at his face. Is he happy? I don't think so. It's like holding too much to things and protecting himself too much. Look at the armor. Look at the helmet. Look at the size of the rod, of the wand here. So if we do nothing and continue on relying on logic, we will become very protective of our actions, and maybe even not letting go when needed. Because this one did not go through the process of tuning in with the emotions to become this one. Okay, so this is the tendency. Look at all the masculine energies over here. Although these are rods, these are also men, right? Representing the masculine energy. And so this one, going through this process of logic, will become maybe not that happy, okay? Maybe not that happy, not doing what he really wants, not engaging in joyful experiences. So yeah, it's like there's nothing, you will understand life is only this. And you have to play by the book at all times. That's why we are asking the tarot, what should we be focusing on in order to fully express myself? Because this one does not seem be expressing himself, right? Because of all the armor and helmets there. Too protective. When we express ourselves, we are free. We don't need this protection. We don't need it. We just are. Okay. So let's see what the tarot has to tell us about this. Four of Pentacles. Another manly or masculine energy here. And Four of Pentacles is usually related with scarcity. But when I look at this one, I actually see someone that also needs to ground. Pentacles are related to the earth element. And earth element, remember, Mother Earth is about being here, is about being present, is about being grounded. So this is not only about concepts, but also about grounding. And so what we need to focus on daily life. Focus more on daily life. Focus more on how can we be here and now experiencing this life. Because we cannot go through it without, Pentacles are also related with money. So And money is a feminine energy. So we cannot put it aside. We need to bring it in. We need to allow it in our lives. Otherwise, we will never be able to express ourselves fully. Because we cannot go through life without minding the energy of resources. Money is one of resources. Food is another resource. Taking care of our physical body is another resource. We need to ground and embody this earthly experience. Remember, I was saying there's no such thing as practicing spirituality without grounding? This is what it means. We need to acknowledge that we are here. We cannot be going through life expecting just to ascend, which is often what is happening in the spirituality practices around. Everyone wants to ascend at all costs and forget that they chose to be here living this life, not another life, this one, here, now, in presence. And money or resources are part of that. We can no longer continue to put money aside or put the resources, every tangible resource is something that we can touch. We cannot put them aside. We need security. We need to have our feet down to earth. We need to walk with our feet, not with our head. We need to be grounded and centered. H says resources, money, food, body, health. That's been my focus. Perfect. Yes. And A says amazing. Renee says great message reminder. Yeah, because we cannot live just here on the concepts, on the logical part. We need all of them. And we have all the elements present here. How beautiful is this? We have water, we have air, we have fire, and we have earth. We need them all at all times. We can never turn this off. 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 We need to feel, we need to act, we need to think, and we need to live or to ground. Okay. Mm. So yes, this is a reminder to integrate all of them so we don't become too much protective, too much rigid. This reminds me of someone that is rigid, that only plays by the book. The book is needed, the logic is needed, but we need to infuse it with emotions and we need to infuse it with grounding. Otherwise, someone was asking me before, how does manifestation work? I think it was Lisa. So yeah, by embodying all the elements, tuning in with your heart, tuning in with your logic part, tuning in with your knowledge, accepting that money is part of this life, that we need it, money, health, taking care of our physical body, we need to eat so we can live. Okay. And only when we live, we can be here and we can manifest. Okay. So let me just read what you were saying. Florence says resources is what I missed at the moment trying to sell a property. But you have a property, so that is a resource. Okay. Although it's not as you wish it was, because if you are selling, of course, you want to trade the property for actual money, but you have the resource there. Age, I have been such insecurity. I'm seeking safety. Of course, safety comes from grounding. Okay, always connecting with Mother Earth. That's what brings us security. Florence says very grounded cards. Yes, they are. The feminine wisdom. This is the magic tarot of female energies and wisdom. And this is all about Mother Earth at all times. Uh, where is this? They say, where did they say? I think it had, no, maybe it's on the booklet. They say something else about this. But yeah, female energies. Remember, Mother Earth. It is called Mother Earth for a reason. It supports us, it anchors us, it nurtures us. Okay, and we need it. We need her. James says, powerful. I completely resonate. My expansion of my business is all about the process of embodiment. And my logic has been studying, okay, my process for sure, of course. It's all about the elements too within our chakras. Beautiful, beautiful. A says, I am starting a job and I'm having anxiety that everything is going to go wrong. Grounding is so necessary. Yes, grounding helps us to be right here and right now. Anxiety comes because we cannot master the future. So we feel anxious. But that means that we are living in the future instead of living in the present. Also, depression comes because we are living too much on the past, as things were before. And that also prevents us from being here in the present moment. So grounding is necessary to anchor in the present moment, not living ahead, not living behind, just here. Stephanie, I resonate with this reading so much. Thank you so much for your gift, of course. Jeannie says you are amazing. This was a much needed session I needed today. Oh, so good, so good. Also, wait, let me just change cameras once more. Ooh, we have been here for so long. But, okay. Let me just, okay. Let me just read your comments. I have been pushing through to-dos and not relaxing or resetting. You need to pause. A says, thank you, exceptional message. Wonderful. says, mind says, not enough time to even pause. Of course, I love this saying. This is a Zen saying. You should, every day, something like this, every day you should sit in meditation for 20 minutes. Unless you don't have the time, in that case, you should sit for 1 hour. Because you need to create that time. Remember, you are the creator. You master your own time. It's not time that masters you. Time masters us when we are still in the immature archetype, still in the immature energy. That's when time masters us. Whenever we are the ones mastering, we overcame that immaturity. Because now it's up to us. We decide what to do. So, yes, you can find that time. Easier said than done. I know that. I'm just passing on the messages. But yes, we are the masters of our own time. Remember that every time. Okay? We can do whatever we want as long as it resonates with our heart. Okay? The universe will understand that. And then will bring you exactly what you want and need. Mostly what you need. Mostly what you need and not what you want. But we are working on that. Okay. JB, you're most welcome. Okay, so we are just wrapping up our session here. I told you I had some perks to tell you about at the end. So this session is recorded. If you do not receive my newsletter yet, please send me a message right here on my profile with your email address so I can add you to the mailing list, because I will be sending out in the next few days, I will be sending out the Mooniversary newsletter that has perks inside of it. Okay, to celebrate this time. And I am preparing, for you to know, I am preparing a new project from September on, late September on, which is called The Quilt. The Quilt is about weaving stories of healing. It's about, I'm sure you've heard of it, the book Women Who Run with the Wolves. It has a lot of, which is what inspired me to do the Feminine Path Project, that book. It has powerful stories inside. And I have been dipping in the studies of storytelling, therapeutical storytelling. And I will be opening a group or two, depending on how many people want to enroll. For 3 months, we will gather every 15 days and have a session around a tale from this book. And I will have an intro section session on September 26th. Here, I think I will do it here on Insight Timer, but if not, I will do it through Zoom. But I will send you all the details inside this newsletter if you want to, of course, enroll. Everything will be there along with some perks about this. Not only the storytelling, but also all my other services. So I'll be sending a code that you can use for a limited time. Well, not that limited. It will not be that limited. It will be until the 31st of August. You can schedule a session with me using that code. And so if you want to receive all the information, I have to be mysterious on this, of course. So you can receive the newsletter. You can just send me a message here on Insight Timer with your email address telling me, oh, I want to receive your newsletter, and I will add you. And also, you can find me, as I was saying, you can find me. Oh, and inside that newsletter, you will have access to the replay of this session. Okay, I will let you know how. In the meantime, you can follow me. There's a link on my profile to my website, to my services. I'm working on, well, it's not a new website per se, but I'm changing some things that are not still updated. But what is there, it's updated and you can use it. Okay. So here on my profile, there's a link to my website. And on Instagram, you can find me. On Instagram, you can find me as the Feminine Path Project. On Facebook, you can find me as Amar Sintra, which is the same as my website. Because the Feminine Path Project is one of the things that I do, because I have a beautiful space, a beautiful property here in Sintra where I welcome guests. So Amar Sintra has everything, has the guest house and also all the services and workshops that I provide. Or you can just find me as my own name, Alexandra Amaro. Okay, so go ahead, connect with me. I always answer. I may take a while, but I always answer. If you have any questions, any comments, whatever, just write to me. I love receiving messages. So let me just see your comments. I was missing some. Jimmy, thank you. Z, thank you. Karen, thank you. Susan, many thanks. AH, thank you so much for this love. Susan, I will send. Lisa, as always, a very informative and wonderful session. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much, Alexandra. You're most welcome. Karen, I just bought it, but haven't read it yet. So looking forward to reading it. Ah, it's powerful. Let me tell you, women who run with the wolves. So it's really powerful. It is. M3. Can I ask one question? Of course. Go ahead. Go ahead. Carla. Oh, Carla is saying, thank you, Alexandra. I'm proud to participate of this beautiful project, healing project, and sharing. Carla was one of the first people doing the women's circles back in Mozambique. I'm so grateful. She's been with me for 5 years now. 5 years. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Lisa, I guess I will receive information in my email. You already have my email. Yes, Lisa. If you have received the last one, you will receive this one for sure. Okay, just make sure you have you. It can go to the spam. I don't know. I haven't had any complaints about that, but it can happen. Okay. Gotta all the love, shiny smile. Gotta. So beautiful. Okay, Lisa, you got it. AH, Namaste, sister. Always exactly what I need. Beautiful, beautiful. So we passed the line of 2 hours. Even when Mercury is retrograde or retrograde, I keep on chatting. I keep on chatting. So usually it doesn't happen like that because it's a mess. The communication gets messy, but well, I didn't feel that much. I hope you didn't too. I hope everything was clear. If something was not clear, please let me know. Okay, please let me know. Just write me a message. No, you had it all wrong. Okay, please let me know so I can understand. Shannon, thank you. Gada, you have more power than Mercury. Oh, no, so wonderful, wonderful. Yay. Mastering Mercury. Um, Shannon, we are in Mercury retrograde. Yes, we are. We are until the 12th of August. So I hope to connect with you soon. Pay attention to your mailing, to your email inboxes, because I will be sending out those perks to celebrate the moonversary. I hope you engage with the quilt because, oh my God, let me tell you, coming out of this immaturity, coming out of this and stepping into our full power, that's what we'll be doing. We already done that with the dark goddesses. Edurne, I know you are here. Carla, I know you are here too as well. We already did that, and it's wonderful. It is wonderful. And these tales, oh my goddess, they are powerful. So I hope when you engage with them, you don't have to decide. I will send you a link to fill out a form. It doesn't have any compromise at all. Okay. It's just for me to understand which is the best time, what interests do you have, what questions do you have, everything. It's like a search form. So I can put together meaningful groups. Okay. So thank you for being here with me. It was lovely to host this session as always. Thank you so much for the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your participation, for all your questions, for all your comments, for your donations. Everything means so much to me. And follow me, follow me for more information and for more insights. Okay, dear ones. Have a lovely day ahead. Have a lovely evening ahead if that's the case. And I see you very, very soon. I will not be hosting for the first time. I will not be hosting a full moon session during August. I still don't know. I'm still deciding, but I think I am not here and I will not be in a place where I can do the live. But, but this is just a heads up. So you don't get disappointed if you don't see the post on it. But I will keep you posted on that decision as well. Okay. But still, you can listen to my tracks under the full moon. You can listen to my tracks if I'm not hosting a session. Okay. Shweta, thank you. AH, thank you. Brit, thank you so much. Have a lovely new moon ahead. The new moon was, for me, it was last night, but we are still under its effects until later today or even tomorrow. So go ahead, write down your intentions. Don't act upon them. Remember, Mercury, don't act upon them just yet. Just let yourself reflect on what's coming next. Nomeda, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. So much blessings and see you soon. Bye bye.